Hey everybody, ChrissyIsPissy here, and today I'm doing something very different. I'm shaking that bottle of piss, shaking it up, and I'm making some change. Today I'm going to do some intellectual shit. I'm going to take a nice intellectual piss on Ethan from h3h3 because he took a nice intellectual piss on Leafy. So if you don't know, Leafy is this YouTube channel, has 1 million subscribers now, and he basically does what I do because, well, not a coincidence, I ripped off his style completely. He has video game footage, he cuts to YouTube videos, usually of little kids and stuff, and he makes fun of them. Ethan, he actually does something really similar. He also roasts, but he does it with the camera on. His wife holds the camera, and together they're h3h3 Productions. Now, Ethan from h3h3 made a video telling Leafy off for making fun of an autistic man who wears a fedora.
So, essentially, he has made fun of someone who actually has a mental disability, and they made a video of themselves crying, saying they're getting death threats, and he's really upset.
Hello, folks.
Now, while Ethan does make some great points, and I do agree to him to a certain extent, I want to cover the other side. I want to create a decent defense case for Leafy, because it's very easy to get caught into what Ethan is saying, and it's very easy to miss the other side of the issue. So I'm going to take a nice big sip of the vitamin water, and I'm going to take a nice intellectual piss on Ethan's arguments. Let's go. First, I'm going to structure my defense in 2 points, because that's what smart people do. Here they are. Number 1, Ethan is asking Leafy and similar YouTubers to censor themselves. And 2, Ethan has the wrong solution for internet bullying. Alright, number 1, which is Ethan is asking Leafy and similar YouTubers to censor themselves. Ethan says that Leafy is basically pathetic because he picks on weak targets.
So here's the video he made about Tommy. Here's a video he made about a little girl who made a music video. Here's making fun of a kid. Here's making fun of a Joey's World Tour who obviously has an eating disorder.
Here's making fun of a kid. Here's making fun of a kid.
Like, what the fuck, man? Can you just find, like, someone to pick on your own size?
He picks on the little awkward boys and girls with very few views and people with problems such as autism, as I mentioned before. And that sounds harsh. And that's because it is harsh. I even tried making my first video on some poor kids, at a Minecraft convention. We were very awkward. And I realized really quickly, I was like, this is what other YouTubers do, I'm gonna do it. I realized really quickly it's not fun, it's just harsh. But what we have to realize is that Ethan's solution is borderline censorship, and you might think that's taking a leap. But no, it isn't. Here's the definition from Google. The practice of officially examining books, movies, etc., which can mean YouTube videos, and suppressing unacceptable parts. Ethan is telling YouTube, you can't pick on children. You can't pick on people who put on Mickey Mouse ears and eat cheese in a bowl. You have to have self-restraint and respect the smaller fish. And I'm sorry, but I don't like that. What's special about YouTube to me, and why TV sucks, is you see people expressing their real opinions with no filter. All these suppressed ideas come out. And from this we get, on the right-wing side, we get Sargon of Akkad, we get TJ the Amazing Atheist somewhere in the middle. On the left we get the Young Turks. We get all these SJWs, we get Rebel Media, we get all these things we would never see in the public eye. And unfortunately, we're going to get some Leafys. But I don't think we could have it both ways. I think either we got to allow people to let it all out, or we have to hold them to standards.
And we never made a video about him. You know why? Because we're not fucking assholes. Because it's just mean. He doesn't deserve to be made fun of. And I mean, if you look at Leafy's channel, all he does is make fun of kids and like vulnerable people.
But I prefer to be on a YouTube where it's completely your choice to uphold your integrity. While we shouldn't try and force it on people. And I feel that's like what you're kind of trying to do in the video. And additionally, I gotta point out, these kids, just because you're a kid doesn't mean you're a small fish. It doesn't mean you're exempt from, mean criticism, especially when you got a crap ton of money behind you. There's these little kids who've got like producers and they go on tour.
What? No, not this fucking kid again, dude. This dude is literally everywhere I go with his fucking filters, his selfies, and his millions of fangirls behind him, dude. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm done. Fucking done, dude. I'm gonna make a video about this kid.
Just because somebody's a kid doesn't mean there's some, vulnerable little kid. Doesn't mean that they're gonna care what Leafy has to say. But there are, the normal kids too, but I'm gonna get to that. Point number 2. Ethan has the wrong solution for internet bullying. And now, this is a bit unscripted, this is gonna be a bit of a rant, but I've heard many times in my life, we have to end bullying, we need to make it stop. And I think we could all agree, despite your beliefs on bullying, I think we could all agree that is dumb. You're never going to end bullying. It's just an inherent part of human nature. There's always going to be one human being who has to belittle another to either gain acceptance or to make themselves feel better about themselves. It doesn't have to be at school. It could be at a bar. It could be at work. It could be anywhere. It could be on the internet. But what can we do about bullying? I don't think attacking the bully himself will work because let's say, little Billy's getting bullied. You can knock out that bully and you can tell him never bully this kid again. But maybe Billy will get bullied in a bar one day, or where he works. Let's say he works in a restaurant and the chefs are picking on him all the time and it's driving him crazy. He never learned how to cope with bullying. I think what we need to do is find an alternative approach. And in my opinion, we gotta help people learn to rise above it, and we gotta surround them with love. Because surrounding people with love creates confidence, and that confidence teaches you don't have to give a shit about the opinions of bullies. What we gotta do is we gotta surround Tommy with love, and that's so easy in the internet age. All you gotta do is subscribe, like his channel, write a positive comment, and I could tell you if I was getting flooded with "you're an amazing person, never stop what you're doing, Leafy's just an asshole," if people were writing that to me all day, I think I'd feel some positive feelings. Hate is so temporary, and it's so easy, but love, it's usually not temporary. A lot of people who subscribe, they might keep on watching his videos, and he might make a lot of lifelong fans, supporters, and friends. So, I think the solution is love, and I don't think the solution is telling Leafy how to run his channel, to be, integral, and to be... There's no point. If it's not Leafy, it's somebody else. Looking at the consequences again, I always want to go back to that. Rebecca Black. I remember I was a teenager, like 14 or something. 2013, that's 3 years ago. Oh wow, I was 17, but yeah, whatever. Back in those days, we were all like, she's so horrible, I hate her, dislike, mean comment. I never wrote kill yourself. I don't know how you could find it in you to do that, but other people did. And she got a lot more hate than Tommy could ever get. And you know what she has to say nowadays about Friday? She says, I don't regret it.
Friday was something that completely changed my life, and as much as even I laugh at it, it's not something that I regret doing. I've gotten so many opportunities and unbelievable chances and made so many amazing friends. I would not have been able to without it.
Anyway, that's my defense of Leafy. Now, of course, I'm not stupid. I could see that Ethan has some really valid points. But I just wanted to put the other side out there. And of course, I exaggerated to make some points. I kind of paraphrased Ethan to hell. I did it to make my point, and I think you're smart enough to extrapolate what I'm trying to say. So, that's ChrissyIsPissy's analysis. Very different from what I usually do. If you're interested in this channel and you enjoyed this video, you're gonna notice that things are usually a bit different when I do videos, but I'm always changing. I just started 2 weeks ago. So if you like what I gotta say, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. ChrissyIsPissy is out.